Hey everybody, it's Libby from Meister Tarot again. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, and I'd love to welcome you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies along for this reading today. What I'm going to do today is read on all the little snippets that I missed yesterday. There was a lot that happened over the weekend, but there was a limit to how many videos I could throw at you yesterday. So first of all, I'm going to have a look at the jury for the State Department of New York fraud case against Trump. The jury has been appointed, they are ready to go, and I just found it amusing that the defence ran out of protests of being able to protest against the selection of specific jurors. There are acknowledged if I say anti-Trump, they're just anti what he's done. They're not so much anti the person itself, but I think you'll find, oh, and there's my cat ball going off. Yeah, the boys are here today. What you'll find is those of us that are progressive, believe in democracy and are so-called woke, are very respectful of the legal system, and we do support the legal system. So they have said that they will abide by the law, basically, rather than enter into their personal opinions. Okay, let's have a quick look. It might be a bit of a quick one. Just how's this jury going to go? Tell me a little bit about this jury for the fraud case. Now, this fraud case is, what it will do is it will, I'm just trying to think, seize the assets, but it's setting up the IRS. It's basically will be proving whether there has been fraud committed, and it is then thanks guys, it is then setting up the IRS to prosecute. Okay, and I've always, and I'll say it again and again and again, sorry if it's a bit repetitive, I've always seen that it is this fraud case that will decimate Trump, because it will strip him of all his assets, and when he hasn't got money, he hasn't got friends, basically. His friends are bought and paid for, and if he hasn't got the money, they don't want to know him. So this is the case that will be the undoing of Trump as a person. Now, it doesn't mean to say I don't want to see him prosecuted on other cases where he's, and I'll touch on one of those later this morning, but this is the one that will be his personal downfall. Okay, tell me about this jury. Just tell me about this jury. Will it be fair? Will it be honest? Yes, it will be. Thank you. Just how's this case going to go with the jury? How's the jury going to go? How's the jury going to go? He's looking for the right cards. Oh, this is Naren today. Thank you. Thank you. He's very big on honesty. Naren is my First Nations guide. He was the tribal elder, the spiritual healer. Oops, right. Thank you. So the first card it's thrown out at me, using my Golden Universal Tarot, first card it's thrown out at me, it's all about what went on in the past. So they'll be inspecting very closely past actions. Right, okay, thank you. The image I got here was that they will be listening very intently to the messages. They will find themselves surrounded and hemmed in by these messages. I don't know how juries work. I've never been on one myself, but this is because I did ask about the jury itself, not the case. This is the jury members closely examining what went on in the past, sitting intently and working on the messages that they're receiving, being surrounded by these messages. I think they're not allowed to do any research or something in their own time. when they're not in the jury. So all they will be getting is this message. Here are the lawmakers presenting the case. And I'm always drawn to the cat there. That cat sees everything. So this jury will actually be watched very closely as well. As the lawmakers are presenting the case, the jury itself will be watched very closely to make sure that they don't astray. We had a case recently in Australia, very, very high profile case. Brittany Higgins, if you wanted to Google it, that was at the jury decision stage. The jury had been out for about a week, couldn't come to a unanimous decision, and then a court sheriff or security guard or whatever accidentally found one of the jurors had printed out research papers relating to the case itself, so the whole case had to be abandoned and will be retried, I believe, in February. So that's the sort of thing they're looking at, is that they are going to be watching the jury very quickly as the lawmakers present their information. In the past, here is the jury selection, crowning it, working together. Yeah, working together in partnership. Walking towards the truth, but also walking away from the emotion. They have to leave their emotion at the door. So this is okay. Thank you, Naren. This is telling me that they are going to be very strict. And what is it? 8 cups here. What's there? 12 on a jury. But they are going to leave their emotions at the door as they walk through into this case. Externally, full illumination is what they're going to be receiving. Internally, they will be offered choices. There's a lot of cups in this reading. Cups are also about calm diplomacy, can be emotions, but it's very much about partnerships and relationships. But they will be presented internally with, okay, thank you. He's telling me this is not choices, this is an array of evidence. And this evidence, it's corruption, it's money, it's power, it's greed, it's you name it. So this is the array of evidence they're going to be presented with, and it's going to be fully illuminated. This is an open shut case, I think you'll find. Here is the here is the legal system presiding over, the lawmakers presiding over. So the hope is that the legal system will prevail. For some, the fear is the legal system will prevail. And you have the jurors here at the bottom, subservient to the judge, listening intently to the judge, pass judgment. Right, really, really powerful message being sent. This is a case that will set precedents for the future worldwide. So this is an extremely important case, and it is a new start. Something on offer with disappointment. Okay. Right, thank you. There is going to be disappointment. Not on behalf of the jurors, but I think this is the jurors making the decision with the big stick. There is going to be disappointment on behalf of the defence. It is going to lead to jail time or restriction to some, as the truth is brought forward regarding the money hoarding on a domestic security level. Wow, that's interesting. We have it's going to be seen, it is international, complete and utter downfall for those that were involved in this money laundering, and who were corrupted by this devil energy. And this is my Trump org card. Is something really unexpected going to come out? And here is the other lawmaker, and then justice. Okay, a lot of information going to come forward very quickly in regards to the lies and deceit that's going to cause the truth to cause retreat and loss and downfall. Going to be this information is going to be heavy burden, but it is going to lead to a change. The Wheel of Fortune karma. Thank you, thank you. Noreen, still got a bit of a head cold, still foggy. Going to lead to karma, basically biting on the bum. And this is the full exposure of these partnerships. Truth, sword of truth, star of hope. If I keep going, I've got money laundering, I've got the dark money, the sabotage, betrayal, the legal system, absolute bombshell coming out, under investigation. They're continuing on in this story, under investigation. It's actually going to be over very quickly, and there'll be loss and disappointment. The cards keep going with the story, but that'll do you for today. That's more than enough cards there. But yeah, the jury is going to be fair. They're going to be watched very closely. They're going to be exposed to the. It's okay. I'm going to put it this way. It's an open and shut case. They are going to be watched very closely. And justice is going to be brought forward. Okay, thank you for joining me. We shall watch this, and it is going to pass very quickly. A lot of information coming forward. Some things that we don't know as of yet that are going to be exposed. There is going to be the overseas connection, the devil corruption energy, the money laundering, and it is all about Trump org. So thank you for joining me. Thank you, boys. And I shall catch you in the next video. Take care. Look after yourselves. Sending so much positive energy to the United States in this lead up to your midterms. So look after yourselves. Bye-bye.